Hello everybody and welcome for a new episode of a new gameplay. This gameplay is on Stardew Valley. So I don't know when I will post this video, but as you can see, this game is really pixelized and it has its own very nice style. It is a game like Minecraft, Terraria, or both of them, because it's in 2D but 3D. It's like you must try it because it's a really nice game. It's open, and as you can see, it has his own story. So the beginning of the story, it's your grandpa that gives you a letter to open when he'll get bored of real life, of working another, and he died. So it's a little sad, the beginning. And he is telling you that you have right now a house in a little village over mountains and hide for the real world. So this part is when you came to it, the carpenter tells you that you have your house and gets you to it. So you are a little bit afraid by the mess around the house, but you have right now a free house, and most importantly, outside of the annoying of the world, of the real world. So they are telling a lot of things. You can pause to read everything, but it's not really important. So you just wake up in this house. You have some buttons and other to set, and you can open the box, the present. It's principes. It's a little bit of like seeds that you can plant in your ground. So you have to take off a lot of things before planting anything, like rocks, pieces of wood, like little plants over the ground. You can even cut down the trees. So I really like the style of this game. It's a very nice and own style. So you can make some options like showing what tile you're using. It's not very beautiful, but it's useful, and you need to do that to see everything and don't waste energy. So I just planted my seeds, and as you can see, you need to just put water on it. And after, I started to take back some rocks and other. So you can collect plants and on the ground. Some plants are to be collected. You can sell things and other. So this is the shop of the city. There's two shops, in fact. This one with Pierre, that is a really nice people and just live with country. And at the right side, I will never go there, their joja store. So it's a big store like McDonald's or other, or even in France we are Carrefour, Lidl, some things like this. So there's a little forest over the south, and this is another access to your farm, to the south of your farm. So you can just take a look at all the settings that you have, like size of the screen, others, and other things. So you can eat some things, but you can also trash them. The trash just destroys the items, just don't give you any rewards of destroying them, but in the late game you will have a trash that will give you money. And in fact, you use energy for everything in that, so you have to pay attention, because when you run out of energy, you just fall asleep and you have to pay and lose items and other. It's very annoying. So it's why I'm just taking a look at the E bar on the right side of the screen, and the things that just makes you collecting the grass and other, and not what I'm using, but the fifth slot of my inventory don't use any energy. So it's why you should use it even if you're tired and other. It will help you to just get rid of all very quickly. So I got a little bit of money by selling the little trashes that I found on the ground, and I have a little tour that tells me that we can buy a new backpack. Not very useful for now because I don't have the money yet. I will just use all my money to plant new seeds. You can find other Stardew Valley gameplays on the internet, and they should be better than mine, but mine is mine, so I will tell you to look my gameplay and after the other if you want. One gameplay that is really nice in French is L'Entre du Maître. He just makes 100-day videos, so for me it will be like 3 or 4 days video because it's real-time gameplay. I don't make cuts, so you can see what's happening and other. I will accelerate time over time but for now I'm just leaving 2 or 3 time ratio because it doesn't have to be this fast. After it will be like I snap my fingers and all will be done, but for now I don't play enough time of Stardew Valley to make that. So I have some experience in the game, I know what to do, how to do it and other things, because I just made a gameplay for more than 3 years in game, not of my real time but the in-game days, and I just got the endgame, just the endgame things and others. So as you can see, my energy is getting at the same level even if I just cut almost all the grass on my lawn, so it's very nice. You can place whatever you want in your land, like pathways and other stuff that is really interesting to have, but for now I don't have them or the money to do them, so just making all the things that I need to make, like planting plants and others. And we are getting on the city because I will buy some seeds, I guess, or I will go on the beach, I don't know. So this is what your inventory looks like. It's just one row, but there's 3 rows. It's strange. It's because you can buy backpacks to have the other rows unlocked. And this is the fisherman. He will just give us a fishing rod and we can fish with that. Obviously it's a little bit logical, and we can now just fish and sell him the fish or sell him in the box and others, but it's an additional source of money. It uses energy, but you can make a lot of things by fishing. It's not like in Terraria where fishing can give you really nice drops, but it can give you good drops and fishes. So obviously it's nice to fish in the beginning of the game, and you can just collect things on the ground at the beach. So I'm just going back to the home and I will sell all that back. So this is really fast, really fast. In real life it's really long to go from one part of the game to another, and it's one of the most annoying things to do in this game. It's the only downside I will tell in this game. It's the long time that you will pass just traveling and not really playing. But except that, this game is really nice and has almost no downsides. So you can make a lot of things, and even when it's not in the game logic. So you can just finish it, give money to the big supermarket and don't give it to Pierce one. There's an alternative end of the game. So if you want me to do that, I will do it in another gameplay, because you need to make 2 gameplays to explore the 2 ends. So after this gameplay I can make another one if you want to show you the second end. But you can also watch another video on YouTube of the alternative end. But for me, I will choose the end that I want to choose. It's nicer for me, and I don't have energy, so I will go to bed, and my chest is very helpful to store my items. A little reminder, it's only 50 woods, so it's very easy to craft. And it's raining, so I don't have to use my water to put it on my lawns, but a little downside is some birds just taken apart some of my seeds, so I will have to buy a lot of them back. I'm just getting rid of the rocks on the downside of this, and a little bit of plants over here. So it's a little bit repetitive on the beginning of the game, but after just 3 or 5 days of gaming, it will just become really satisfying, really nice and other, because all the nice feature will appear. So you have to make all of that downsides as well, but it's for the good, I mean. And I don't know if this game is really logic, because you stop working on desk because it's very long, annoying, and just don't make for you, but you start using all your energy on the lands on others. So I don't know what's the best. For me, I prefer the natural city like this one of it. I prefer just spending my time in a little city and little town like this, very nice and other, than in just some offices and other. But some people will say, I just prefer to stay on the office, it's not as exhausting as that. So I found new fish, because in Stardew Valley all fishes are different, with the weather, with the place you can fish them, the time you fish them, and other. It's why it's very difficult to unlock all of them. And the fishing method is a little bit different than in Terraria. You just have to stay the green in the fish. It's nicer and it's more funny than just waiting that and clicking the right moment and other. But sometimes it can be really makes you hungry, I think. So I just looked at what he's selling out, and I just went out, because fishing is a real nice money source, but not for the time it consumes. For example, planting crops, you only have to spend 5 minutes a day, and the crops will be 3 times the real values after it. So, and I just found some copper on the ground. It will be really important for the next day. So as you can see, I have some money, and it's day 4, so almost 4 days that's spending in that valley. And this is the forgeron, I don't remember the word, and he gives us a recipe to craft a furnace, because I just found some copper in the ground late day. So I have to water all my crops. It's a long thing to do, and we can just make it either way you want. It's not the most funny way to get money, but it's the easier one on the beginning of the game, and mostly it's the only one you have to get money on the beginning of the game, except fishing on others. But this game is called Stardew Valley, and you start in farm. It's a little normal to farm things. You have different skills that you can unlock, but the most important one is to farm. So after the end, I will comment until the end as the other episodes, but please subscribe, leave a like, comment is the most important for me, because leaving a comment will just show me that you saw the video entirely and that you liked it, at the point of leaving your own point of view on it. But we are coming to the end of the episode, so thank you for watching to the end, and see you in the next episode.